It's a 2017 Road Glide Ultra with the tour pack deleted. And today we are going to be installing a product by Ciro3d. They call it the Forkini. It's basically a trim that's going to dress up the lower part of this fork. Coming at you. Let's start with a little unboxing. These are the products themselves. It is called the Ciro lighted lower leg cover. And they're gonna fit on a 14 and up touring model. Let's open these things up, see what we got. I think it's gonna be a fairly simple install today, y'all. That's what it looks like. Get a good look. Pretty simple, pretty simple. We got some hardware and it looks like some instructions. We'll get those out. Ciro3d always gives you good instructions. That's important for something like this. And of course, the other lower leg cover. So here's what we got. This is everything you're gonna need. So the first thing we're gonna do is get these bad boys unwrapped. Now these are in black, so they should match my bike pretty good, although I do have those gray lower forks, which might make a difference. If you got an all black fork, I bet you it's gonna look even better. But pretty typical to Ciro fashion, we've got a power cord that's gonna light it. These are actually metal, they're not plastic. So that's nice, way to go the extra mile. Unwrap this one. All right, got that. Instructions. Park on a level surface and shut off the bike. I mean, they really spell it out for you. Remove the stock fender bolts and reflectors. So let's start with that. I think I've already got the reflectors off, of course, but we do have to now remove these bolts right here. So we're gonna start with just this side. Okay, we got those removed. Now I will say, I know y'all see this. I just hit a rock, a little moisture got underneath it, and then just, well, you can see rust. Okay, so now we are going to install using the provided slightly longer bolts that Ciro sent with it. I guess we're just gonna take this wire, hold it off. It should just fit on there, that easy. That is actually pretty slick. And then these should just go right back into your fender. And then you'll just torque these back down to factory spec. Now, just remove this acorn nut, as they call it. Gonna use a T40 for that. Okay, for the Street Glide, all you're gonna have to do is unplug that bottom and it's gonna plug right into your lights. For the Road Glide, you actually have to remove the fairings. 2 screws here on either side, that's gonna pop this windshield loose, and then this housing will just pop off here. Once that's loose, you can just set that down. Then you remove the 2 bolts from the blinkers, but don't worry, they won't come off. They're actually attached to this. And you'll remove 2 screws right back here. Last thing we're gonna have to do is remove these speaker covers for the last 2 bolts that hold this outer fairing on. Now to remove these speaker covers and get those last 2 bolts, just use a knife or anything like it. Probably from the outside, it'll come pretty easy. Once you got that, it'll just pull out. Just those 3 tabs holding that in. And then we'll remove these last 2 screws here, and we will be ready to start doing some wiring. Okay, with those last 2 removed, this outer fairing should come right off. Now your fairing's removed. Okay, so what you're gonna have now is basically just a splitter. Where that blinker's plugged in, you're gonna plug this in, and then that's gonna give you 2 options for blinkers and run lights to run off your thing. One of them's gonna go back to the original plug, and the other one is just gonna plug into your new lighted lower cover. So that plug is this one right here. There'll be one on either side on the Road Glide. So we'll plug this in here. That fairing will plug back into this one, and this one we're gonna fish down to our lower leg cover. Using the zip strips provided, we're just gonna run this cable up that brake line to the upper fairing there to get them plugged in. Zip stripped right to that brake line. We're actually gonna fish this end up through. Okay, the bike is all put back together. Basically just reverse that process, and those are my new, I'm gonna call them chunky front forks. Have not tested them to see if the lights work yet. I suppose I Probably should have done that before I put it all back together, but it is looking good. Before I show you the lights, if you all are interested in product reviews, road reviews, basic motorcycle adventure, please do not forget to click that subscribe button right down on the bottom. We are almost to 100,000 subscribers. Help me reach that 100,000 mark, y'all. Give this video a share and make sure you click that. On this bike, we have got the Ciro3d filler panels. We've got the blades, we've got the bag extensions, and now those forks. Let's turn it on and see if I did it right. Oh yes. There they are. Not too bright, doesn't stand out crazy, but just gives just a little touch of class in the front end. Of course you can see those other lights I was talking about. These bad boys, the blades, are awesome. But now, we've got those fork lowers both sides, and I believe they are set up so that they will also work in conjunction with your blinker. Staying lit, staying seen. It's important, if you know what I mean. Okay, there's my there's my rhyme for today. Y'all, it's Ciro3d. You get a direct link to them down in the description below. And get yours, man. They look good. I bet they look really good on some black forks. If y'all have them on some black forks, share some pictures down in the comments below. We'll talk to y'all later. Until the next vlog.